Hey everybody, what's up? I got a new hammock gizmo for you today. So we all know about continuous loops. We get these for our hammock to replace the bulky ropes. So we have a continuous loop through the gathered end. Well, this is a new version of the continuous loop. Instead of the rope being spliced back into itself, the rope is used to make this special knot and then spliced back down into the tails. This functions as a continuous loop and as a soft shackle. Here is a hammock with the new continuous loop installed. As you see, it also functions just as the continuous loop. It also functions as a soft shackle. So for instance, if you have a whoopee sling with the spliced loop at the end, like the whoopee slings have, you don't need a piece of hardware to attach it. You can use the button knot, and it creates a soft shackle with the loop. This soft shackle is just as strong as the rope, if not stronger. So you can instantly connect a whoopee sling to this continuous loop with no hardware, and it will also easily connect and easily disconnect. And then perhaps you want to use the large loop of your whoopee sling connected to your hammock. Well, you can do that as well. You just take the continuous loop and pull it out of your hammock a little bit, and now you can make it into a soft shackle. You can put it through the large loop of your whoopee sling and then connect it like this, just like a soft link. You go between the legs of the big knot and then loop it back around the head of it. And now you have a strong connection for your whoopee sling, adjustable part on the end of your hammock. Another thing that you can do, if you're using this as a continuous loop, and for some reason you realize that you're between two trees where the distance is really short and you're trying to suck up some distance, you can also set this up like this, and then take the knot and put it through this loop. And this also will work with the big end of the whoopee sling. You just take the knot, pull this loop out, get the knot back through the loop, make sure and work the loop down. Make sure and work the loop down so it's tight around the knot. And now you have a shorter continuous loop. And just like I showed you before, this method will also let you attach the large loop of your whoopee sling in a way that will allow the adjustment to work. So there's two different ways that this will work. You can attach to your whoopee sling large loop, because this way this part is opened so the loop can adjust. And then you can use this method, of course, to hook onto it with this loop. It's just not quite as fast and easy as doing it the other way. Just using it as a soft shackle is very fast, because you can just go through the legs of the knot and then over the knot, and boom, you're connected, and then quickly you can disconnect your whoopee sling. And if you ever decide that you just want your whoopee sling to be permanently attached to your hammock, and you have this continuous loop in here, it's kind of cool, because the knot on the end of here will let you can take the knot, it will let you grab a hold of your whoopee sling and thread it through your hammock very easily. So I'm going to do the little soft shackle connection, and now I can just quickly install a whoopee sling without having to go through the headache of threading this through, or getting a coat hanger or a piece of plastic or bobby pin or whatever. And now quickly and easily got my whoopee sling threaded into my hammock, thanks to the little button knot soft shackle loop. And now I have a cool little multi-function soft shackle. So since I've installed my whoopee sling onto my hammock, now when I use my whoopee sling, I'm going to need a toggle, right? Nope, I don't need a toggle because I now have this. So just the large loop of my whoopee sling, I can take that continuous loop that I just eliminated and I can loop it once around the whoopee sling, and then I can do the soft shackle connection like so. And now I have a spot where I can tie a Beckett hitch. I can tie a Beckett hitch through here with my suspension, and the whoopee sling can still slide and adjust, and this will stay on here. It won't fall off. It won't fall like my toggle will, and I won't need to carry the toggle. So you can potentially get rid of a toggle and a carabiner type with this. And then there's one other way that this helps eliminate the toggle. So since this will let me install the large end of my whoopee sling onto the hammock instead of toggled onto my suspension line, so now I've installed the large end of the loop. The large loop of the whoopee sling is now installed onto my hammock. And now when I tie my whoopee sling to my suspension, I can just use the spliced loop of the whoopee sling and just do a Beckett hitch onto this loop. And so that's another case where I won't have to have the toggle, because I'll just have a loop that I can tie onto with a Beckett hitch instead of a Marlin spike hitch, where normally I wouldn't be able to tie to the large loop of the whoopee sling because it wouldn't be able to adjust. So that's it. It's just a soft shackle instead of a continuous loop. It uses the exact same amount of Amsteel as this 8-inch continuous loop, and it weighs the same. It just gives it more functionality and lets you do a lot more without hardware.